Welcome back to Inside the Cauchy, where we take a deep look into the man, the myth, the mathematician, Augustin Louis Cauchy's life. It's 1789, and our boy Cauchy was just born in Paris, France, to a royalist family. A little history here: you don't want to be a royalist in France around the French Revolution. His father was a high-ranking police official under the old regime, but the revolution sent the family running for their lives to Arseul, where they survived on rice, bread, and crackers. Basically, the original gluten-free diet. His father homeschooled him, and young Augustin Louis was a natural prodigy. After the political dust settled, the family returned to Paris, where Cauchy's dad got a government job and became Secretary General of the Senate, working under the famous mathematician Laplace. Imagine having Laplace as your dad's work buddy. On Langren's advice, another math goat, Cauchy attended the best school in Paris, excelled in Latin and the humanities, but chose engineering. He crushed the entrance exam for the École Polytechnique, finishing second out of nearly 300 applicants. He went on to study at the School for Bridges and Roads, graduating with top honors. Apparently, Cauchy could build bridges in real life, not just in between mathematical concepts. Cauchy started his career as a junior engineer in Cherbourg, working on canals and bridges. But even while managing big projects, he was sneaking off to write math papers. What a nerd. Eventually, overwork made him sick, and he returned to Paris, where he realized his true passion was mathematics, not engineering. He tried several times to get into the prestigious Institut de France, but politics kept getting in the way. After the monarchy was restored, Cauchy was appointed to the Academy of Sciences, but not everyone was happy about it. Let's just say he wasn't winning any popularity contests among his colleagues. Cauchy became a professor at the École Polytechnique, where he was known for cramming way too much material into his lectures. His students probably wished for a Cauchy sequence, one that converges to the end of the lecture. He married Alois de Bure, whose family published most of his works as they owned a publishing company, and they had 2 daughters. Cauchy was a devout Catholic and a political conservative, which sometimes put him at odds with the more liberal academic world. After 1830 revolution, Cauchy refused to swear allegiance to the new regime and went into self-imposed exile, teaching in Turin and later in Prague, where he became tutor to the young Duke of Bordeaux. Unfortunately, the Duke wasn't a fan of math, so much so that he later joked Cauchy started his career in the Paris sewers. Ouch, talk about a royal flush. Cauchy's exile ended in 1838, but he still refused to take loyalty oaths, which kept him out of official positions for a while. Eventually, political changes allowed him to return into academic life in Paris, where he continued teaching and researching until his death in 1857. Now let's talk about why Cauchy is a household name in math circles. He was a pioneer in making calculus rigorous, essentially inventing real analysis. He developed the theory of complex functions and made foundational contributions to group theory, number theory, and mathematical physics. In elasticity, he introduced the Cauchy stress tensor, and in number theory, he was the first to prove Fermat's polygonal number theorem. He wrote over 800 research papers and 5 textbooks. If you ever feel overwhelmed by homework, just remember, Cauchy probably did more math before breakfast than most of us do in a year. Cauchy's name is inscribed on the Eiffel Tower, one of only 72 scientists to receive this honor. More theorems, concepts, and equations were named after him than anyone else in mathematics. If you're ever stuck on a math problem and see Cauchy, just know you're in good company. Plenty of other mathematicians have been there too. Cauchy lived through revolutions, survived on crackers, built bridges, revolutionized mathematics, annoyed his colleagues, and left a legacy that's still shaping math today. Thank you, and remember all that the man, the myth, the mathematician did next time you see Cauchy in your textbook.